line, good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's got Allen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Gordon happy to be back in the fold after reporting to the Chargers on September 26th. You know, the fan base is happy to have Melvin Gordon back as well. Week 5, his first game back, 12 carries, 31 yards. And he certainly figures to be the bell cow in that backfield for the Chargers going forward. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Rivers. Allen's got it complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
79-0. Hey, zoom.
Now Gordon on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go. To throw is Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
76. 57 the mic. 57 the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Powers through. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Gurley again here on first down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, second down. On 2nd and 7, Rivers.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Goff going for, and it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Dante Fowler able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw, Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Rivers to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Charger, Eric Weddle. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
190. Mike, 58, right there. Here I come.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Man, I got you.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Rivers to throw for it on 4th. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. First down, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. One last shot now for Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys.